Okay, that was official. So hello, everybody. My name is Faith Kayampa. If you don't know who I am I am star director of Faithfully Fragrant, and I have been with Cincy for forever, like what, 6.5 years, almost 7. So yeah, and I am here with my little co-host. What? Christina, you want to unmute yourself so you can introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Christina, and I'm a star director with Fragrantly Fabulous, and I'll be helping Faith tonight. We are going to talk about parties and how to book parties, how to host them, hostess coaching, how to close them out, all that good stuff. And Crystal is going to put in her 2 cents too.
She didn't know that. She didn't know that before we got on this call, so I apologize. But what I've noticed, and I think this is kind of group wide, is the lack of parties. And you might have noticed that with your teenies, and you might have noticed that in your own personal business. And that's okay, because we're here to help you book parties, especially if you're brand new. Parties are so important to your business because that's going to help you boost your PRV. If you're joining and you're thinking, oh, I'll just post on my Facebook, or oh, I'll just post on my stories and assume that you're going to have this huge PRV, you're not going to get 2,000 PRV every single month if you just post. So with parties, that's going to expand your network. Anytime I do a party, I will friend every single person in that party, and I friend them hard. It doesn't bother me to friend people. Some people are weird about it, but if they don't want to accept my friend request, it does not hurt my feelings at all. So booking parties is your main goal. So me and Christina kind of going to go back and forth on how we book parties, what we do step by step. And you guys, if you have any, I feel like I want this to be pretty interactive. So if you guys have any tips that you do, raise your hand or comment, and we'll try and unmute you and we can go from there. How does that sound? Awesome. No complaints because everybody's muted. Okay. So booking parties. How do you book a party? I feel like that's kind of the easiest question, but sometimes the hardest thing to do. You have to ask. Especially when you're starting off friends and family. That's where you go to first. I go to my close friends and family and say, I don't even use the word party because people get turned off by that word. Make it all about them. Cincy gives us free and half off. It costs you $0 for you to host a party. Especially right now with everything being online, it costs you $0. Facebook is free. Utilize that. So ask people. Post a picture of a warmer and say, if you post a picture of a couple real life warmers and say, which one is your favorite? Then when they comment, message them and say, hey, how would you like to get that warmer for free? Or how would you like, not to spend any money and get that warmer? Word it however you want to. It's really simple, but it's also the fact that you have to ask. And I have to ask on a daily basis. And a lot of people say no. I just booked a home party. She has been telling me no for a year. And that's fine. It does not hurt me one bit. She's like, nah, I'm good. She's like, I don't like people, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, well, you spend a couple $100 with me every single month, so you might as well. And so she finally contacted me the other day and said, okay, you broke me down. It's been a year. Let's have a home party. And I was like, oh my God, I will wear somebody down. But you can't give up on the first try. You cannot give up on the first try. We're not trying to be, I have a relationship with this person. So it's not like I'm just talking to them about booking parties. I think that's a big deal. Like, you have to make sure that you have a connection with those people. So that's typically how I book parties. Christina, if you want to, I'm going to mute myself and you can talk about how you book parties.
So I basically book parties the same way, and just want to say that you cannot depend on just always, and I'm sick too, that's why my voice is scratchy, but you can't always just depend on posting. So yes, it's great to post the pictures of like the mini warmers and say, how would you like to get this warmer for free? But we always have to go a step further too. So like when you're doing your follow-ups, look through your follow-up people and see who orders from you frequently, like Faith was saying, her person that orders a lot from her, anyone who has ordered, set a limit like $40-50 or more, ask those people. You never know who is going to say yes or no, and don't take it personally if they do say no. Just move on and keep going. I know a lot of people, even me, I get discouraged if I hear like 5 no's in one day, but just stop for that day, take a breather, move on to something else, and do it again the next day, because you have to have parties, because that's where we get our main PRV from, and also that's where we meet new people. So always, if you're first starting out and you don't know where to book a party, starting out, start, like Faith said, with family, friends, anybody that you're close to that would let you book a party, and don't call it a party. There's tons of different words we can use: VIP shopping links, personal shopping links. Of course, I can't think because I'm on here right now, but there's tons of different ways that we can book parties. And go back to old hostesses. If you've been a consultant for a while, someone that had a party in the spring, if they like a warmer post or anything like that, ask them if they want to get it for free. Personally message them. Don't just comment on the post, because you don't want to put them on the spot. And then also another good thing, when you are in a current party, when you're ending the party, post in that party if someone books a party off of her party, that the hostess will get a gift. That sometimes can get the people a little more on board to book parties.
Can Sadie come in here with you?
Yes. Sorry. But those are all really good ways. And if any of y'all that have a lot of parties, that get a lot of PRV from parties, if y'all want to speak up and tell us anything that we missed on how to book parties, y'all are more than welcome to do so.
I do want to follow up with what Christina said about offering things to host a party. There's nothing wrong to offer a host incentive, but especially for those of you who are new, we are in here to make money. Scentsy always tells us we are not like those other companies that are like, you have to buy. No, we're not like that. We are not here to spend our family money on Scentsy. We spend Scentsy money on our family. So if you can't afford a hostess gift, do not worry about that. Scentsy gives you plenty. And the longer you're with Scentsy and you host your own parties, you'll get your own free and half off, and then you can offer those up. So don't feel too obligated for it. Yeah, Jenny says none of my people have ever hosted for free anything for me. Same thing. Sometimes during the summer I have to offer a little bit more because people are traveling and doing things. Right now I have people coming to me because they see the holiday collection and the harvest collection and everything that we have to offer, and they're really, really excited to purchase and to get that stuff for free. So that's the way to do it. Does anyone want to share any other ideas with how they do it? Okay, I'm gonna take that as a no, because we're gonna roll it tonight. We're gonna roll it. So when I do a party, oh sweet baby Jesus, I loved home parties. That was my jam. If you know me, I love people, love being around them, and that's where I connect with people. I suck at it online. It's so hard for me to make a connection with somebody online. It takes me a really hard time. So when COVID hit, I had to completely change the way I worked my business completely. So it was like a lot of online parties, and had to figure out what would work best for me. So Facebook is great. I have done Zoom parties before. That's great too, but online is a great option for you guys right now. And the best way to do it is to create a group. And I'll tell you why. Groups versus events. Events, yes, they show up more typically on Facebook, but with a group, you can schedule your post. And also I use Visly to schedule my post. So it'll save you time. Literally, you book a party. If you don't have Visly or a party posting app, you do not have to have that. You do not have to have that. Don't spend the money unless you're making the money. All you have to do is save stuff into your phone. If you have like a notepad, You can save it into your phone, copy and paste, and schedule it out for the entire rest of the party. Okay. So literally, that's all you have to do. If you have a 7-day party, sit down, schedule all of your posts. It takes you 20, 30 minutes and you're done. That way you're not always on your phone and you can spend time with your family while you're working your business. It's posting in your party. That's what I do. And then host coaching. I feel like this is really important. And I'm going to tell you, I struggle with this. And I'd love to hear from you guys about how you host coach, because typically I let them know what Cincy offers them for their free and half off rewards. I always push for 500 because that bumps up the half off rewards. And also, if they want to join, that's a no out of pocket kit that they can get for the Earn a Kit. So I always push for that. But I'm going to let Christina talk a little bit about how she hosts coaches, because I struggle with it. I do struggle with it. That is not a very strong point in my business, and it's something that I'm working on. And I know some of you are really, really good at it, so I'd love to hear you, but I'm going to mute and let Christina talk about that.
So real quick, Faith said that she uses Visly. I used to use Visly. It does cost monthly, so of course don't spend that if you don't want to, whatever. I have recently discovered an app called Boards, Boards, and you actually add a keyboard on your phone. You have to program all the scheduled posts on it, but when you schedule the post to your party, you literally just click the keyboard and click each post you want, and it will post it in your party. So you do have to schedule the post to your party, but I like to do that because it's a little more personal for each party, and then I can kind of change it each time. So I've been using that the past couple months, and I do like that. So y'all should check that out if you don't want to pay for Visly or another party poster. For the hostess coaching, though, I always try to check in with my hostess at least a couple times, during the party. And when I first booked the party, usually I always and you don't have to do this because like Faith said, right now people are wanting to have parties because of the holidays. I usually give my hostess a gift for hosting. You don't have to do that, but I check in with my host a few times and make sure that they are forwarding their link to other people that may not be on Facebook. If I'm doing a bag party, I also make sure that they are texting out the link as well as emailing people that may not be getting the bag because I've been doing more bag parties recently. Then also for bag parties, another really cool idea, not bag parties, sorry, Facebook parties. You can do something called party packs, and you can look these up on YouTube. Whenever you first schedule your first post, your welcome post and everything, once people get into the group, you can say, hey, I'm Christina, whatever, welcome to Crystal's party. The first 5 or however many people you're comfortable with that comment on this post that would like a party pack, I will mail this to you. Now they do cost like, $3 and something to mail, but what you can put in them, and you can look this up on YouTube, a lot of the people have made videos about it. It's literally just a couple samples, a product sheet, just different stuff. Now, this also goes back why it's really important when you're doing your hostess coaching to tell them, don't just mass invite everybody off your Facebook. They need to invite people that are going to.
I'm getting all the silvers.
You don't want to, number one, on Facebook, if you have about 75 people in a group, everybody's not going to see that post. Plus, it's a waste of time. You want to invite people that they personally know or that they know is going to buy. And it's better to, sorry, let me grab my dog. She's whining. Anyways, it's better to personally invite them instead of just mass inviting them to the party. And another thing about mass inviting them, what happens, I don't know how many times I've been invited to another Cincy party. Now, if we would have just personally invited the people, we would have realized that it was Cincy consultants that were getting invited. And then when you're doing the party, I'm just going to keep running through real quick. Faith, whenever you're doing the party, we have in my team page anyways, I have mock parties. You can just search in the top where you can look and see how other people actually do mock parties. And there's some really good ideas. You want to definitely not try to be all over the place with your party, because if your party goes from wax to pet products to laundry in one day, people are going to be like, what the heck is this? You need to kind of talk about, group it one day. Don't overpower people with everything in the same day. And I try to do my parties online for about 7 days. If I do a bag party, sometimes I do those maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks. Y'all might think that's a little too long. I don't know, Faith, how long you do yours, or Crystal, but that's about how long I do mine. But yeah.
Yeah, so I typically do my online parties for 7 days, and then I always try and ask my hostess like when her friends get paid, so we can schedule it around a payday, and typically end it on a Friday, so that we, most people get paid on Fridays. And then Saturday we do follow-ups. Sunday she can make her wish list, and then Monday we can close it out, because you have to, and it depends on the host. Sometimes like I can't track down a host. I'm like, you have $50 worth of free, and they're like, crickets. I'm like, what? But follow-up messages. Actually, let me go back to Visly. So I was going to share what I do. So I use Visly, and it's very what like Christina was talking about. I'm going to share my screen.
Yes, follow-up messages. I forgot to talk about that.
That's okay, because I'm going to do Visly real fast. So same thing. I found this. Hopefully you guys can see it. This is a template that I found on there is a Visly Cincy Facebook group, and you can change it. I really like this one. It has videos. It has interactive posts, so you can see 2 days before the party starts, 1 day before the party starts, and this has exact time. It goes over every single thing, which I absolutely love. So you can schedule this, and these are all automatically posted. It just makes my life so much easier. But I am going to check out the boards that you did. I was like, ooh, that seems interesting, especially if it's free. But that's what I do. And like Christina said, you can go online. You can go on YouTube. There's so many ways to party on YouTube. And same thing with my party packs. I've been doing party packs, but also with our bag parties. Guys, bag parties are a great aspect to add on to your Facebook parties. So I just send this, like if you guys have seen these, I made these testers. I put catalogs, order forms in there, and a little instruction sheet on how to collect orders. And I can take a picture of it, but that's what I send out to every single person who works in an office that's doing a Facebook group, because they don't have that, that one-on-one sent session that we would get if we were to do an in-home party. So I make sure that they have everything that they need. But follow-up messages. A lot of people say, oh, I posted in my party and I got no sales. Okay. Neither did I. So you know what you need to do? You need to follow up. So that's one of the main reasons why I friend all of my people in the group that attend. And like Christina said, I tell my people 25 to 50 people. We don't want to over invite, and don't invite another Cincy consultant to your party, please. Please don't. I'm not going to buy anything from you. I love you. But follow-up message. Make sure you send follow-up messages, because if you're friends with them, they'll see it. If they're not, it's going to go to that other folder, and nobody checks that other folder. And you can tell your host to send up follow-up messages. Part of that is on her. But if they don't do that, you're missing out on a sale. You're missing out on them getting free and half off stuff. So I typically send out messages as well. That's just what works for me. And I have a script of what I tell them to send out. I say, this is something that you can tweak, make it your own, but I actually write on a message to the host that includes their party link, thanking them for coming to the party and telling them when the party closes. That's it. That's it. That way my host really doesn't have to do anything except for copy and paste. And it makes it easier for her. And they can, like I said, they can make it their own, but that gives them a guideline of how to follow up. Because if you say, hey, you need to send out follow-up messages, have your host send out follow-up messages, they're gonna be like, what is a follow-up message? What do I need to do? So really break it down for them. And then also, obviously, the main point is for them to get free and have Cincy, but you want to book parties off of that party to keep the momentum going. That's a huge thing. So for every party that I book, I try and book 2 to 3 parties off of that party. You can use your perpetual party reward to offer somebody 50% off. You can, you can offer things that you got free and half off. You can private message them with deals that you have, but you have to ask. Because then they're going to, if they host a party, then they're going to introduce you to their friends and it grows your network. And that's how we do it. That's how we do it. Sometimes I'm about to do my home party. I'm sorry, I'm going to talk about my home party. I'm so excited, but I do booking bags at my party. So inside each booking bag, there's an envelope. There's like little cute things too. I'll probably put like a little pumpkin in there. You guys saw my paper mache pumpkin and some cute samples and stuff. But inside there will be an envelope. And then it says, if you book a home party, you'll get a free mini warmer. They get that prize when they host their party. They do not get it before. So I'm not just going to give away free product to people who aren't going to host. So then I'm, right there at my home party, I'm setting dates. I have my, I'm an old school person, I have my planner with me. So I put it in my planner and we go from there. So that is what I do. So you want to keep the parties going. Keep the party going. That's all we want to do is keep the party going and offer as much free Cincy as you can, because there's no limit as to how much your hostess can get. If Cincy's going to give it to them, let's do it. Let's do it. I challenge you to give as much free and half off Cincy away as possible, because guess what? It's not coming out of my pocket. Cincy makes more than enough money to give away free and half off products. That's why they do it. Okay. Christina, did you have anything to offer up that or?
Just make sure when you're closing the party that you do offer the host kit to the host first. Let them know. A good way to kind of offer it up is let them know what they could get in free stuff, and then also let them know they could get this amount plus the hostess kit. Just let them know the different variations that they could get it. And if they do not want it, always offer that kit in the party that you're doing. And if no one wants it, then go offer it somewhere else. You should always try to get rid of your kit that you have with each party, which it doesn't always work, but you should always try to. Now it doesn't always work for me, of course, but I always try to get rid of it. My dog is whining. Sorry.
But yeah, I agree, because honestly, like when I offer a kit to somebody, they've been on my dream team for a while. I put it this way, like, there's no out-of-pocket kit. Like, we don't make you sign anything. We're not taking away your firstborn unless they're super cute. And you're gifting somebody the opportunity to start their own business for little to no out-of-pocket cost. And that's a huge deal. I know a lot of other companies don't offer that. And say your host has 500 in PRV, that's a no out-of-pocket kit, and that's a $100 paycheck for them. That $100 could potentially change their lives. A lot of people live paycheck to paycheck, and you don't know what that could do for somebody. And you don't know, it's not your right to tell them what that could do for them. They might need an outlet. They might need friendship, I feel like we're all pretty okay. So, I mean, what's in it for them? And honestly, I'd much rather gift a kit to somebody than get more Cincy in my house. Y'all can see, I don't need no more Cincy in my house. I get plenty of free and half off. Allison says, what to do when you have multiple kidnappers? Here, Unmute yourself, Allison, and ask that question. I feel like I'm not reading that correctly.
Let them be. You can't do anything.
Yeah, it's like a huge issue on my team. I have like 17 or so people now, but maybe 2, 3 might be working. So it's just crazy. I don't know. Work with and that they can pull with us, you know.
There's not really anything you can do about it. Some consultants I have saw where they are not gifting the kit anymore. They are letting people have a party to earn their kit. You could do that, but I mean, we can't say how you want to work your business. So, I mean, if I have a huge party, I mean, I'll gift a kit. Because you never know when someone might change their mind down the road. Just because they're not working their business now, months down the road, they might change their mind. And they'll be in our team page and see someone post something. You never know what might make them change their mind and they can start working their business. So unfortunately, we can't do anything about it. I still include them in my email. I don't know how big your team is, but I still include them like in my emails that I send out. I don't work with them as closely, but I still include them in my email like once a month or whatever. I still include them in occasional text, whatever. A lot of times I get ignored, but they can't say that I don't follow up with them ever. So I don't know, Faith, if you do it any differently.
I mean, everybody who's a consultant is a consultant, and I treat them the same. Obviously, when I do my coaching calls,
Yeah.
I focus on people who are working their business and who want to succeed in this business and who see the potential. But like Christina said, I'd rather gift it because you don't ever know when their time is, and it's not my place to tell them. I just give them the opportunity and let them do what they want with it. That's all I really can do. And 10% of people will work this business like a business. Most people do kidnap or do hobbyists, and that's fine. There's plenty of room for everybody. But just, keep offering it because you're going to find your rock star.
So Jenny said, can we explain how to gift a kit away when the host doesn't want it? So there's a way. You have to actually change the name on it, and are you under Faith? I'm not sure who you're under, but we can send you a YouTube link or you can look it up. There's a video that shows you step by step. It's super easy to do, but every single party that we have, you can do that. You can turn it over to someone else, but it's super easy to do. But we can send you that. And one thing that I forgot to say, but when you're doing Facebook parties, make sure that, and y'all probably already do this, make sure you have the link to the party as an announcement at the top of the page, because you always want to have it easy access for the people to order from. And then also go back. I always try to go back under my post toward the end of the day, and I try to put my link under it or comment, make sure I have commented under if people have said something, because Facebook is crazy and it doesn't always notify us of notifications. So just make sure that you're commenting under everything if someone says something under your post.
I was going to go back to the Earn a Kit real fast. So with the Earn a Kit, you guys know that you can gift a kit if you have that product credit, but you cannot buy people's kits.
Yes.
I want that to be very well known that you cannot purchase somebody's kit for them. That is illegal within Scentsy and within their compliance. And they do, trust me when I say compliance will catch that, because they've caught me on some very, very small things, and I've had to not even non-compliant things. And they're like, I had to send them screenshots what I sold to another consultant. I think it was Michelle. I was like, one little thing, and I was like, oh no, we actually have a reason for that. But yeah, Jenny, I can send you that. Just send me a message reminding me to send you the earn a kit and how to change it. It's not a big deal. So bag parties kind of work the same way, like I showed you. You can go on YouTube. There are so many ways to work this business, but I want you guys to know that party-based is the best way to get that really, really big PRV, that high PRV. I've had 4 parties this month and I'm already over 3,200 in PRV, which is awesome. But I wouldn't have gotten that if I hadn't partied. Obviously, some of that is from follow-up, but if you're new, I'm going to push parties heavily. I'm going to be a pusher. Do you have anything to add, Christina?
No. Does anyone else that is really good with parties that can maybe give us some tips, or anyone who has really good PRV, like with follow-ups or anything like that, that would maybe give anybody some tips, especially since we have so many new consultants, a lot of new people on here. Anybody that would speak up and maybe give us some tips?
They all quiet until they have to talk. They ain't this quiet when I get them on the phone.
All right, I'll talk. So one of the first things I wanted to mention, I put it in the comments, is when you're asking people to party or do a link or sit down with you and smell the testers or whatever, the answer is already no, unless you actually ask them and give them the opportunity to say yes. So in reality, you actually have nothing to lose. And that's something I try to tell my team. We just did a booking blitz last month. And that's what I kept telling them, is that no matter what, the answer is no, unless you open your mouth and ask them. And you have to give them the opportunity to say yes. So you really aren't losing anything. Another thing that I do, I haven't done it lately because of crazy world, but I did it a lot with another direct sales company that I was with, is whenever we got a new catalog, I would ask people, I would ask who is the most highly opinionated person in my friends list. Everybody has an opinion and everybody likes to give it. And I would meet with them with coffee, with a catalog and my scent testers. And all I was asking them to do was to look through the catalog and show me what warmers they liked and tell me what scents they like to smell. And my concept of doing that was because I wanted them to help me know what to showcase to other people. I know what I like, but I don't know what other people like. And then I would give them a little goodie bag of some samples or something as a thank you for meeting with me. And I usually bought their coffee, but I was not ever pushing them to party with me, pushing them to buy from me. I just wanted their opinion. I'd say about 80% of the time I ended up with a party or an order from them because they fell in love with what they saw. But it was just a matter of a way to get the stuff under people's noses and to know what other people liked, because I can't ask my husband. He's like useless when it comes to this stuff. So I need other people's opinions. 93-year-old grandma, you can already imagine what she likes. So, I need, who am I marketing to? So it's just another way to party without partying. You can always ask them to bring a friend. That all you want is the most opinionated people to give you some advice to work your business. But that's that.
I like that. And Christine, I think we should do a booking blitz at the end of this. What do you think?
I'm down.
See who can do the most parties. If you guys want to, now's your time to chat.
Ask questions, anything. Anybody can answer.
I know one thing that I do similar to Michelle is probably been doing it maybe once every 3 months. So you can kind of do it however you want, but I'll post in our community group looking for product testers. And all that I ask of them is try the product. Let me know. I send them I made a Google form just to get an idea of what kind of scents they like. And if they have pets or not, things like that. And then what I do is I put together just like a little pouch with different items in it. for them to try. And all that I ask in return is for them to write a review on my Google business page or on my VIP page. So that's been helping out too, because I'll get like an order, or they'll host a party, or they share it with their friends. So that's been working out really well too, to get myself out into the community so that they know, more people know who I am and what Scentsy is.
I want to say something.
Yep.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
So recently, I've had a couple of parties in the past, and they were okay. But I had posted recently, borrow my bag, just borrow my bag. And based on what they asked is what I put in there. Because I figure if they feel it, if they touch it, they smell it, they're going to want to buy it. So my new potential teamie, we're hosting his party. I decided that I was going to implement every single thing. I said, you're not going to buy your kit. You're going to earn your kit. These are all going to be your customers. So think about who you're bringing in. And so he smelled them. He was like, I want to host a party. I want in. So in hosting his party, I sent him host tips. This is things you should be doing throughout the party, because if you invite me to your party and you're not commenting, you're not telling me the best scents or what you like, I'm not going to buy nothing. I'm not. So he was hyped, but I made posts. I made interactive posts. I scheduled lives in there. I did party points. So everybody wanted party points. I post that twice throughout the party, so they could actually earn points. They have no idea what they're going to earn, but they want the highest points. Scheduling lives, I told them they would get double points. And if you ordered things from the live, you would get double points. So they all knew coming in that he was earning his business. So if you love him, you're going to support him. And he is halfway there right now. And so I took his party and now created his VIP group from that. So I'm still in there because he needs my help, but that's the best way. I find that because I was interactive and because my host was interactive, it made his party much better. And then my second party, she hosted for me before. So she was hyped. She was telling them her favorite everything, her different warmers, y'all need to order, tag them in a link, everything. So your host has to be just as hype as you are.
I think that's a huge part. And like, if my host, I'm like, if you see something that, they know their people better than I do. I don't know these people yet. So if they see something like a warmer that person would like, maybe they really like the farmhouse vibe. Is that what it's called? Sure. I'm like, tag them in that if that's what they like. So I like that. Getting your host involved is huge. And it really doesn't take them that much time to tag somebody or to talk about a product they like. I like it when they sniff the testers that I send them live, because then it gets other people excited in the party. They're like, "Ooh, well, it's not somebody selling it. It's, they actually really like this scent."
Well, I did the glamorous collection and I smelt it live, and he had 3 orders for it. They didn't know what it smelled like, but I gave them this great description and I made them believe that they needed this collection for all of their girlfriends and they could individualize and pass them out. And everybody went to order because they get extra party points for ordering anytime I do a live and jump on the live. And so he would even tag them like, I'm going live. She's going live right now. We need to be on there. We need to order these things. It's the best sale ever. So having a hype party host has really helped. And plus, this is going to be his business. So he's got to be hyped the whole entire time, to keep them engaged.
It's how like, you're basically training him, to be a consultant while he does his party. So I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And I love the party points for going live if they catch a live. I think that's a really good idea. I might start.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the one girl, she had left. She had came in the live, and I was like, "Oh, you can't leave the live because that doesn't count. You have to stay the whole entire time because I'm going to find more stuff to show you." So it ended up being an hour, and he had like $75 worth of orders just off the live. So, and they wanted those points, so they had to be in there and they had to be interactive. And then if they made us purchase, they said, "Hey, I just ordered," and then I could check on my laptop and, "Okay, you ordered, that's good, you get extra points." Yeah.
I like that idea. Thank you so much, Tara. Tara's always
I'm
very
learning.
everybody's learning. I'm still learning.
Yeah. So that was a
Everybody's
tip.
learning.
I think you had brought somebody, I think you did a training and somebody had posted a link or something about how to hype your party up or something. And I went on YouTube and I was like, okay, we're going to do party points. We're going live at this time, and I had to have everything set up and new. But the party points this time, I've used them in the past. They really didn't, but I had to hype them up and keep posting it and tell them, look, you want these points? You got to comment. And I am right now playing Wax Warmer. They're at like 1,500 comments.
They're gonna hate
Because
me. Sometimes I forget that I'm playing Wax.
I know. Yeah, he asked me, he was like, "How long does this go?" I was like, "Oh, okay, let me go back in there." But the party points really hype it up. And I do it 3 to 4 times a day. I'm posting that same thing. Where's your points at? How many points do you have? Do you have any points? Just commenting are points, but when you order, you get 50 points, 60 points, 70 points. Oh, if you do a Cincy club, that's automatic 100 points, So the points are a good help. And then, like they said, friend everybody.
I'm not afraid to friend people. I'm really not. It doesn't bother me one bit. Because if they say no, I do not care. I do not care. Does anybody else have any tips or ideas for booking parties? Yes, party points is I think that's a great idea.
We'll post a little party point picture or whatever. I'll put it on our page, and I think I can put it in the chat. I'm gonna try.
Go for it. I know me and Zoom. I'm lucky to be recording. Does anybody else have anything else they want to share? No, everybody's so quiet. Okay. So what we're going to do, I know it's never like this. No, we're going to do a book and blitz. Book and blitz. Thank you, Michelle, for that idea. It's a really good idea. Book and blitz. So from now until the end of the week, let's say you guys want to give it till Sunday. Let's give it till Sunday. You're going to book as many parties as you can. No dirty talk towards each other. Okay. I mean, you could smack talk a little bit, but we're here to help each other. And we're going to book all the parties. Give yourself a goal. Yeah, I'm going to smack talk Haley. I see her over there. I'm just going to smack talk her hard. Oh, Michelle already started. That doesn't count. Starting now. Now it starts. Yeah, but have a goal in your head of how many parties you want to book for, the end of September. We have October. October is going to be huge with the holiday collection launching. 6 to 8 parties. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Who's down for that? Who is down for booking all them parties? Okay, good. Okay, Haley, good. Because I'm going to smack talk you a little bit on Facebook and Instagram and everywhere I can. Yay. Okay, we're going to get all the parties booked. And guess what? I will post on Facebook. Thank you. I don't know how to post in the chat, like I said. So this is the best part. This is the best part of the night, is that just because you showed up, put your name put in a whiff box, and I get to draw it, and you get a prize. Everybody looks just super like this about it. Yep, your faces are good. Yep. Oh my God, face giving away stuff. It's free stuff. Who doesn't want free stuff? Okay. This one feels good. This one feels good. The winner of the night is Miss Heather Hayes. Thank you. Who I thought wasn't going to be on, but she is anyways, because she was sick and yet she's still on. Okay, Heather Hayes. You know what? We'll do more than one. We'll do more than one. We'll do more than one because I'm in a giving mood tonight. I don't know why I'm closing my eyes because even if I did cheat, you guys wouldn't know. Shannon's iPhone. That's what it comes off. Shannon, I don't know your last name. iPhone. Look, she's like, Shannon, what's your last name? She look, see, that's how you're supposed to react when you get it.
It's Johnson.
Shannon Johnson. You got it. Okay. You guys, I can pull up your information. So I'll be sending you guys a little happy mail. Congratulations. Thank you guys for coming on. We really value your time. If you have any more questions for us, please ask on your team page and we will see you next month. We do have a guest speaker next month who has 6,000 PRV right now. So she's going to come on and tell her PRV secrets next month. And I will post a date soon. And I look forward to seeing you guys then. Okay. It was good to see you guys. I love you guys. Bye.
Hey, Courtney. Hey, Bryson.
Bye, Brown.
Why are you on that?
Bye.